Hey guys, what's up? It's Raven. I know we're all going through a tough time right now, and part of that is kids staying home from school. So parents might be struggling to keep their kids entertained during the day. We're all having to get creative because of this unique situation, and I'm so proud of the Texas spirit that I've been seeing during these times. In case you don't know, I am a true Texan born and raised, so I've partnered with H.E.B for this super uplifting, super positive initiative called Texans Helping Texans. So in this video, I hope to help out my fellow Texans and parents all over the world by showing you guys 10 different activities that you can do with your kids indoors. And if you're also from Texas, I'd love to see how you're helping your fellow Texans. So feel free to join in on the movement, use the hashtag TexansHelpingTexans, and be sure to tag H.E.B so they can see it too. These are going to be 10 super easy, super simple activities that are perfect for preschoolers. I have a 4-year-old daughter named Ziya, and she loved these. Activity number 1 is super simple, but sometimes putting a slight spin on an old classic is just enough to keep kids from getting bored. I'm calling this drawing on the walls, but of course you're not really drawing on the walls. I taped up some paper so that it would feel like she's coloring on the walls.
That's my Easter egg.
Wow, what else are you gonna draw? It's just something a little different rather than coloring on normal paper. It's a larger scale, and the kids feel cool because they're doing it on the wall. I know it's super simple, but Ziya loved it, and you can use any type of paper or material that you have laying around the house, even just newspaper or cardboard or whatever you have. Give your kids some crayons or even some washable paint if you're feeling brave, and let them create a bigger piece of artwork than they normally get to make. Wow, pretty. What have you drawn so far? Can you point and tell me what everything is?
A girl, a flower, rider, and an Easter egg.
Speaking of artwork, activity number 2 is watercoloring. It's just more fun than crayons, honestly. Kids love to get a little messy and create their own little masterpieces. And the specific thing that I wanted to point out here is that you can print off free coloring pages from Crayola.com. I don't know how many of you guys knew this, but they have so many different types of pages to choose from, and it's totally free. So you don't need to buy coloring books. You can just print them off on recycled paper even. Activity number 3 is a super fun game that only takes a few materials to create yourself. You're just gonna need some colored paper, maybe a paper plate, and some markers, and that's pretty much it. This is called Shape Hopscotch. Essentially, you're making your own little version of Twister, and it helps to learn your colors and your shapes as well. Is that a diamond?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hexagon.
Hexagon? That's a hard one. How many sides does a hexagon have? Maybe I need to draw it. So I just cut out a bunch of different shapes in a bunch of different colors, and I created my own little spinner out of a paper plate. So now we're gonna draw the shapes as part of the choices too. So you can land on a color or a shape. So this is our thing, and then to make the spinner, I'm just gonna use a little sewing pin to poke it through the plate. So then, in theory,
A clock.
it goes like that. The idea is that you spin the spinner, you see which color or shape it lands on, and you have to hop to that color. If you touch the floor, you're out. Okay, Grammy, spin the thing.
Green.
Green. Going along with the theme of colors and shapes, activity number 4 is a scavenger hunt. You can do 2 different types of scavenger hunts, a color hunt and a shape hunt. The color hunt is basically where you just create a sheet with different colors on it, and you have your child go around the house and find objects that match with that color. This is also a good opportunity to practice your handwriting and practice your spelling. To make it more interesting, you can try to use unique colors or limit them to certain rooms of the house. You can even say things like find 5 green objects and 3 orange objects.
We need to find something that is brown after orange.
Okay.
My baby.
Yeah.
So let's write baby on babies.
That's right, baby. Yeah, what letter does baby start with?
B.
Perfect, Ziya. That's your best one yet. Then for the shape hunt, it's a similar concept, but this time the parent gathers up different objects and traces them onto the piece of paper as the template. Then the child has to go around the house and find the matching objects. This is really fun if you can find some funky shaped objects that might not be as easy to find. What do you think that big thing is? Have you ever seen something that's shaped like that? Like this one?
An elephant.
An elephant with your hair stuck.
Oh!
Yes! Perfect match!
2 goldfishes.
2 goldfishes. You're too smart. You figured that out. But what do you think this is?
My temperature, mass and Dean.
A thermometer? No, it's not a thermometer. What else looks like that? You gotta look around, see if you can find anything. Oh, that's kind of the right size, but not really the right shape because this kind of has a little bit of a triangle on the top. What's something that kind of has that shape? Look over here.
A crayon.
Let's see. Perfect fit! You got it! And I see something else nearby that might fit this shape.
Rubble on the double.
Yeah!
Circle, rubble on the double.
And you already knew what those were. What were they?
Goldfishes.
Good job, Ziya. Was that a fun game?
It's fun.
Activity number 5 is called tube tunnels. So for this, you just need some recycled paper towel rolls, toilet paper rolls if you have those, even the rolls from wrapping paper. Then you're gonna wanna use some painter's tape, that way you don't damage your walls, and create different tracks to drop a marble, a bead, or a ball down. Okay, hold it right here. Let's see, what's it gonna do? What's it gonna do? Got it! Is this a fun game?
Yeah. How about
Oh. Little Play-Doh ball. What happens when we use a little Play-Doh ball? You think it's gonna work? You can challenge your kids to figure out different tracks that they can create and teach them about things like gravity, kinetic energy, and inertia along the way. Wait, don't recycle those tubes just yet. You're gonna need them for activity number 6. This one is indoor bowling. Basically, you're creating bowling pins out of tubes, plastic bottles, whatever you have in your recycling bin, and you can even make a point system. Then take a nice soft ball, nothing too hard since we're playing in the house, and throw it at the pins or roll it, whatever works best for you. You can get creative with your own rules and your own way to play this game. You'd be surprised how entertaining it is. Almost. Oh, I can't get in yet. This is hard. Ooh, almost. My turn. Yay! You're still winning because you got time. Almost. You're getting good at it. Oh, that's a 50! That's a big number too. Let's see. Oh, no. Your turn. You beat me for real. That was hard. You want to play again?
Yeah.
For activity number 7, I decided to play off of the fact that Ziya is obsessed with princess dress up right now. So I thought, why don't we make our own magic princess wands? We've already got the construction paper, glue, gems, glitter, ribbon, all types of stuff left over from multiple different projects. So I just decided to use some chopsticks and we made our own magic wands. This is just an example of getting crafty in a way that your child will be excited about. So if your kid loves animals, you can make your own animal masks out of a paper plate. If they love outer space, you can make your own rocket ship. Don't doubt what you can do with some construction paper and a glue stick. Now we get to decorate the front with gems and all kinds of things. That's what I was trying to avoid. Who designed this packaging? I I decided to take it a step further with the magical princess wands, and I turned it into a game. So we both got dressed up in our princess attire. Yes, I have a princess dress too. And I made a game where we pointed our magic wands at each other and said that we were turning each other into a different animal. So if I say I'm turning her into a frog, she has to make the noise that a frog makes. If she turns me into a tiger, I have to act like a tiger. Between making our own wands, getting dressed up, and playing pretend, this definitely kept her entertained for a couple of hours. Activity number 8 is a good old-fashioned baking soda volcano, but with a twist. So for this, you're going to need baking soda, vinegar of course, but also some food coloring and some glitter. I also recommend having a tray to catch your mess, and we just did ours in a tall glass. So of course we added some baking soda into the glass, but instead of just pouring the vinegar straight in, we're making a beautiful volcano by adding some glitter and some food coloring. Okay, you want to sprinkle a little bit of this glitter? Just a little bit. Okay, ready? Beautiful! Look at it go! Look at the bubbles! The reaction looks like a beautiful magical potion, and Ziya really got a kick out of it. It's honestly really fun, and you can do it over and over again by adding different colors of food coloring, different amounts of glitter, and just keep adding more vinegar. So if you have some baking soda and vinegar sitting around, hopefully you also have some flour so you can do activity number 9. This is creating your own DIY moon sand by just using flour and baby oil. You mix these two things together, squish it all up, and it creates a texture very similar to moon sand that you can buy from the store. I definitely recommend doing this in some sort of large tray or plastic container just to contain the mess, but you can make however much you want to make. We used about 4 cups of flour and about half a cup of baby oil, but you can just eyeball it and mix it together until you get your desired consistency. It should be a texture that will actually hold like a sandcastle. The great thing about this is that you can store it for later and keep reusing it as long as it's in an airtight container. Now, if you would prefer to use your pantry ingredients towards something that is actually edible, why not do activity number 10, which is to just get cooking with your kids in the kitchen. Cook whatever you like, bake whatever you like. Ziya loves baking cupcakes. That is her go-to thing. So that is something we always do for fun. I know everyone has been cooking a lot more meals from home during this time, so why not have your kids join you in the kitchen? You'd be really surprised how fun it is, how much they enjoy it, and what they're actually capable of doing in the kitchen. So there you have it, 10 super simple but surprisingly fun indoor activities that you can do with your preschooler. I hope this helped, and I also hope to see how you are helping your fellow Texans. Don't forget to join the movement using hashtag TexansHelpingTexans, and shout out to H.E.B for starting this super inspiring initiative.